Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. As we tackle the dark tower in the Shadowfell as our envoys are trying to figure out exactly what is going on with this tower. So far, we encountered a psychic trap, which is a specter of the haunt teaser. The lost sister from Curly appeared along with a vampire ally. Luckily, Drake disarmed that, and he now moved from the tower. A wall on the higher level tower instead of a smaller landing with appears to be some sort of meeting or gathering space with arcane sigils carved in the floor and statues of the exarchs. Having found a small latch under one of the statues, they opened up the stairwell leading up. That's where we found our envoys for Blake.
All right, gang, follow in. We're going upstairs.
Hoorah!
I'm checking for traps, especially psychic traps.
Bye.
Hi ho.
Jonesy, I rolled an 8 to investigate for traps.
Awesome. You find stairs. No traps.
No traps, everybody.
Good.
Now lead the way up the stairs.
Bless you.
Sorry.
So as you make your way up the spiral staircase going up, the staircase, as you're making your way up, you see light kind of pouring in a little bit into the stairs. From above, it seems that the staircase comes to a landing, and as we come to the landing, it seems to be a bed chamber. Inside the chamber, you find a bed, a fireplace that is currently lit up with Shaw's crystals, giving off a warm glow into the room, and seems to be a doorway out that room, and also the staircase that you're on at the landing continues up another flight of stairs.
I'll keep going.
Yep. I'm gonna follow our seeing eye raccoon.
Yep.
Were you going, continuing up the stairs, or were you going to peek into the room?
I will peek into the room. Just a quick little peek.
A little glance around the corner.
A sneak peek, even.
Haha! Do you do the sneak park first?
Yes. Whatever you need to give me, Jonesy, I'm here. Or whatever you need me to give you, even.
So go ahead and make your perception ratio.
12.
As you look around the room, you do, like I said, you see the warm glow of the fireplace. You see that there is a set of two wooden chests in the room. There's also a set of heavy double doors that lead out of it. For a room that's, a tower that's kind of hidden in the Shadowfell and not being, you expect it to not be interactive. It doesn't seem like it's room seems like it's been used. It's currently being used.
Well, there are supposedly some cultists kicking around in here, right? We haven't seen any of them. Well, it looks like that room has seen some use. Do you guys want to go in and take a look around, or do we want to keep moving up the tower?
I feel more comfortable if you check it before we keep on going.
All
Unless
right.
somebody else wants to get in there with you.
Let me sneak in first, and if you guys just stay by the door.
I can follow. That way I can look magically.
Awesome.
I'm gonna sidle out of the way for teaser.
I will sneak into the room of the 23.
Awesome. You have snuck into the room. Congratulations.
Huzzah! I'm in the room. Now, I'll poke around, see if there's any clues as to where the recent occupants of this room have gone, and if they left anything behind that's interesting.
Awesome. As you look around, you get the impression that you're being watched.
That always makes me nervous.
This whole place is psychically active. Of course we're being watched.
I'll still poke through and see if I can find anything of interest.
Just so. There's.
Yeah. You've moved.
So this is the room we're currently poking around in.
I'm gonna do my best to avoid stepping on the rug and check out these chests.
Okay.
Are they locked? Is this one locked, I should say?
It does appear to be locked. Yes.
Is it trapped?
I don't know. Is it?
I assume so. 16.
It is. It's trapped.
Well, I will try to disable the trap and try to pick the lock. Here we go for the trap. 22. And here we go for the lock. Nat 20, 27.
Damn.
Snap, crackle, pop. You get in that chest, no problem. Removing the trap, removing the lock, and you open up the chest. Inside the chest, you find a small dagger.
A dagger?
The dagger, along with what appears to be a cloak, and also a couple satchels.
Hey guys, I found a dagger and a cloak and some satchels.
Oh. What's in the satchels?
I don't know. We can open them when I get back across the room.
Teaser, do these items look fancy to you with your special eyes?
I was gonna say, when Drake gets close enough, I will look at them with mage sight.
Yeah, I'll lay everything down right here, and then I'll scurry back around the rug down to this one.
Awesome. So you're going to be checking that one. Go ahead and my rolls while you're doing that. Teaser, you're looking over. The dagger does seem to give off arcane energies, and so does the cloak.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana to try to figure out what's
Sure.
it?
You sure can. So Drake, you're over there investigating the chest. The chest does appear to be again locked and trapped. And as you're looking at it, a small creature launches itself from underneath the bed
Oh no.
Worst trap ever.
towards you. And lands on the, like, launches at you and basically kind of, go. It's waving its hands, trying, like flinging itself hands at you. More from a just kind of trying to make the small rat to scurry away as opposed to actually attacking you. Appears to be some sort of imp-like creature.
I'll bite. Why do you want me to leave this thing alone?
Not yours, not yours.
Hmm.
Shoo, go.
But
Not
what if was mine?
Not yours.
I'll put my hands together. Yes, I get that. But what if it was mine?
Masters, not yours.
Who's the master?
Fellbridge?
Wait, is it another imp?
Yes.
Oh, here, let me get you a translator. I'm gonna throw our imp at Drake for him to catch.
He is as big as me.
Well, catch your. Okay, I just hope that didn't hurt you, but he's right next to you, tied up.
I'm so sorry for the confusion, friend, but I am your master. I've been polymorphed into a raccoon, and I have to get what's in this chest in order to unpolymorph myself.
Maya!
Can I roll a deception check?
Try.
Let's see it.
23. We call this the Polly on a Cracker Gambit.
Since the master was close, you are not the master.
Well, let's just look at the two things you just said. You said that the master was close, and I am close to you.
You smell them.
Them? I look down at myself and sniff. What's your name, pal? Come on.
Born?
Well, Orin, why don't you just get off of the box? I'll look in and make sure that everything's safe for when the master comes back. Or how about if you look in and see if everything's safe?
We will be safe once heart spawn leave.
I'll just sort of look back at the group like, is it okay if I shiv this guy?
I'm surprised you haven't. Use your human lockpick. See if he opens up.
And the other imp is just kind of twitching and trying to get out of the ropes.
Hey, use the translator.
Hey, you. Talk to this guy. Tell him to get out of the way.
And at that point, they start talking back and forth to each other in something that neither of you recognize. None of you recognize.
This is probably a bad idea, but we're here.
They start like screeching at each other, and the best thing we can guess is some sort of demonic tongue. Um,
After the screeching, does the other imp move, or they just keep arguing?
they both stop and then in parallel start screeching back and forth. And they stop and they both slowly turn their heads and lock at Tizra.
Oh,
I didn't do anything.
are you the master teaser? Oh, you look like. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're the master, remember?
I'll sort of shrug at Teaser.
Mentally, teaser, how similar do you look to your sister?
Not very. She's human, for one thing.
Well,
And she had horns and wings.
She didn't used to.
well, you got a trio of tiny people staring over at you, so you might as well go over there and give it a shot.
All right. Teaser will approach the imps, and in their most commanding voice, "You will allow my friend to open this chest now."
Tizra, you hear it. And I'm stressing this that you hear it. The others hear again that kind of chittering, kind of screechy noise that they were making moments ago. Tizra, you hear. We can talk about letting them see the chest, but we can also tell you what's going on with your sister. Would you like to know what's really going on with your sister?
Of course I do.
What are you going to do to know the true fate of your sister?
I wish I spoke demon right now.
There is very little I would not give of myself or put myself at risk to know. But I will not do anything that endangers my friends. What do you want from me?
I want a piece of you. As payment, a gesture of you. Given willingly.
Is that figurative or literal?
Piece of your innocence.
Done.
And with that, the one who kind of scurries forward, Boren reaches out to your hand, and just ever so slightly, he's going to reach out for your hand unless you pull it away.
No.
And with a quick little thwack, his one little nail just taps the back of your hand ever so slightly, and a small little prick, just big enough to cause a slimy, tiny welt of blood.
Okay.
Gain a point of corruption.
While he's distracted, I'm going to pick the lock on the chest.
Sure.
Well, you're at 2 points right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And with that, he then will scurry up your arm and whisper in your ear, "She is safe. She is in a rebel camp in the Icebender Mountains, aiding the rebels that wish to overthrow the Shattered Seven of Kern."
Okay. Thank you.
And you get a mental image of her huddled up in a bunch of discarded, old garb that's been hastily patched together and mended multiple times. That now at the points that the original cloth is probably gone. It's just patches on patches, and the snowy high reaches of the Icebender Mountains in a small little makeshift rebel camp.
Okay.
With that, while he's distracted and lends up your arms during that, Jake is click, 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 click.
Not as good this time. I got 16 for the trap and 25 for the lock.
You manage to disarm the trap and open up the chest. Inside the chest appears to be a set of tomes of books, along with a slim piece of Shaw's crystal.
Can I roll a sleight of hand check to take that stuff out without the imp noticing?
Sure.
24.
Sweet.
Oh man, Oren, your boss isn't going to be very happy. There's nothing in here.
Oh, turns and leaps at you. He's going to attack you unless you try to.
I want to try to redirect his energy to put him in the chest if I can, so I can slam it shut.
Awesome. Go ahead and make me a dex save. We'll call it a dex save.
22.
Cool. With that, you manage to deflect the small imp. He is going to get one snag at you while he's trying to. And misses. His tail slashes out at you and tries to sting you as you redirect him, knock him into the chest, and then slam it shut.
And I'll relock it.
You hear bum, 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 on the outside. From the inside.
And I'll slide it back under the bed where he was before.
Sweet.
Unless, Teaser, do you want to do something with him since he seemed to strike some kind of weird bargain with you?
No, it is fine. Leave him there.
Alright. There's a fireplace right over there.
No. We don't need to do that.
Alright, I just want him to come back like a big britches demon someday and say, "Oh look, I've got Teaser's soul in my collection," or whatever the demons do.
Let's identify what these things do, shall we?
That's a good idea. You sure you're alright?
I'm fine.
Give her a little raccoon thumbs up. And bring the rest of the goodies over here to the pile of goodies.
Tomes seem to be various books of arcane lore. The crystal that you just pulled out is actually known as a Christon. It is actually a, a, a finely crafted thin piece of Shaw's crystal. This one has a small wooden handle that's been shaped around it to make a handle. It can be used as a wand-like device. Um, there is a dagger, and as you pull the dagger um, out of the sheath, it seems to be a black-bladed dagger with runes embedded in it. The runes themselves are carved into the steel, but the steel has been then filled in with Shaw's crystal inlay.
All this stuff's real fancy.
And there's a black cloak.
Can anybody identify this stuff?
I was going to start to, and then we got distracted. So the Crichton, I recognize. It's a weapon that myself or Kale could use it. It would allow us to make psychic attacks against people. But let me take a look at the others and see what I can find. So,
as you mentioned Kale's name, you notice that he's not there. If it's okay with you, Jonesy, during the kerfuffle, I'm gonna sneak back downstairs and grab that ring that I saw Drake put back.
ooh.
Sure, it's more than okay.
Did it look evil as I watched him looking at it?
Is it okay?
Or like, did I get any kind of vibes off of it?
No, you saw it look like a obsidian ring. That's as much as you.
Cool. Yeah, I will grab it and head back upstairs. Yes. As I'm walking up, can I actually just cast Detect Magic on it?
Sure.
Cool.
And the answer is yes. It's magical.
Okay. Does it give me a school of magic?
I'd have to double check that. Checking my notes. So, as you're looking around, checking it out, you have cast Detect Magic on that. You do have the cloak that you found, and you also have
The dagger. All right. So Arcana checks.
Yep.
All right. First one will be on the cloak. That's not great. That's an 11. And on the dagger, not a whole lot better. That's a 13.
Okay, cool. So for the cloak, You do know that as you're looking at it with your arcane sight, you see that there are several small runes and sigils embroidered inside it, into the edges of the hem of the cloak, which are not visible under normal sight. These, your best guess, it's these are runes and sigils of protection. So that's probably the cloak's primary function, is to help protect the wearer.
Okay. I will tell
So,
it. Yeah, I'll share that with the party, and then hold it out and say, Vam, Ula, it might be best off for one of you to wear this. You tend to be the ones who are most often in danger.
Um, hmm. It's just a cloak of protection, or did I misunderstand?
yeah, no, it's cloak protection.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's just. I say Vom takes it for now.
Don't step on the rug.
Too late. So I wipe my feet on it. So I will put this on Brahm's sheet real quick.
Let's
Or
just say
Brahm's
Drake
sheet.
had an uncomfortable experience with a rug of smothering once.
Hey, should have taken off your shoes, buddy boy.
I don't wear shoes.
Should have cleaned your feet, buddy boy.
And as far as the dagger you're looking at, it is known as a ward blade. It's an arcane tool that's used to form for casting like magic circle.
That's neat.
That is very neat.
So it's as its primary function. It can be used in combat as well, but in combat it's considered it's just a dagger. But it is considered magical for the purposes of overcoming any kind of resistance to things that need magic to overcome.
That's either good for Teaser or Drake.
I was going to say, I'm inclined to hold on to that myself.
Yeah,
And then
that's probably a good idea for you to hold on to it.
And last but not least, coming up the stairs, holding the obsidian ring. School of Magic is psychic, actually.
Cool. If it does not, if it doesn't scream evil to me, I will put it on. And I imagine with a 13, it does not. So,
It does not,
I mean,
it does not scream evil.
You only
Evil
found
to
it in the Shadowfell, in the statue of an evil god. But nah, it's probably not evil.
I mean, it's just loot. I found another ring that helped me out last time. So,
Yeah.
We'll see what this one does.
Just don't crack it or you're gonna lose a finger. Obsidian's sharp.
Ouch.
Whole thing's gonna come straight off. Just be careful.
The Lords of Light will protect me.
The Lords of Light are gonna get you a prosthetic down at the curve store.
I know just enough about religion to know that my God wouldn't forsake me for putting on a ring.
We'll see what happens.
Oh,
So-
God.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
I guess then that raises the question of who should take the Crichton. It is only useful, I believe, in... Well, actually, wait. Ula.
Yeah.
You're able to use magic now, correct?
Yeah, I've picked up a spell or two.
You should be able to use this.
What is it again?
The Crichton?
Crichton. Is that the guy with that gun?
No.
That's Clayton.
it, it gives you an option for fighting at a range in case there is something that is, too far away for you to hit it with your anchor.
Sure, I'll take a zapper. Here, give me that sucker.
These are unique items for Aldous. These are unique to Curios.
Yeah, they are.
What does a Crichton do? Is it like a rail lance, or is it just like a beam spear?
It is a 2d6 damage that is psychic and is non-lethal. It cannot kill a living creature.
But it disintegrates undead.
It doesn't disintegrate undead.
I'm just imagining like this psychic tuning fork that's just really big.
It looks basically like kind of like a wand, but made of crystal with an organic candle warped around it, such as bone or ivory, or in this case, wood.
It's kind of like a rock candy stick.
Okay. Yeah, I could work with that. I am now deadly at all ranges.
Does a flat 2d6 damage. So.
And if you wanted to, I dropped it into the.
Oh, it's a
chat
wand.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you want, because I know you have the PDF of the book, it's actually on page 149 too. If you want to reference it later, but I dropped it in our chat.
I want to see how far off I am from the image I have in my head. Very curious.
I don't know if there's an image.
Okay, then it's just a crystal tuning fork to me then.
I don't think there is in the 5e version. I think there might be in the age book, but.
Thank you. So, do we have to get to the roof of this place now?
Suppose we should continue up, yes.
Let's go.
Onward and upward.
With that, you make your way back into them.
My treasure was the satisfaction of throwing that imp in a box.
Imp in a box. Imp in a box. Imp in a box.
It's just my imp in a box.
Oh no. Just in case anything. Grab you as I move you to the next level of the tower. Dun. As you make your way up, you come to what appears to be a landing. On this landing is a circular room. There are carved bookshelves lining the wall. In the center of the room is a small round, rather large round desk, a table, and a desk over to the north wall.
I'm gonna go rifle through some papers.
I'm gonna poke around the edge of the room to see if something happens to me, unfortunately.
I got a dirty 20 on my investigation check.
Awesome. And as you're looking around, there is a set of the flight of stairs you were on does continue up, so there is not continue up.
Awesome. I'm gonna keep looking around in here though, since we're just now in here.
Oh. Inside the room, which you're looking on, you're immediately heading. You're immediately drawn to the desk and looking at all of the various papers and notes scribbled on the desk. seems to be some sort of arcane formulas scrabbled across a lot of these. And there's also what appears to be correspondence coming to and from the tower.
Does that have any dates on it? Are these recent correspondence, or is this like weird old correspondence?
As you're digging through them, there seems to be a lot of old correspondence and some relatively recent. So it's way old or brand new. Nothing in the middle.
What do you guys make of this? And I'll show everybody.
What is it again? I'm confused.
It's correspondence to and from the tower that appears to be from different dates. What are they talking about?
Most of it is asking about how the research, the recent ones are asking about how the research is progressing.
Oh no.
And has and information about a couple of recent correspondence talks about, have you been able to reclaim the items that were stolen? Have you uncovered the lore? Have you found a way to bridge the gap? And they all seem to have a black wax seal on them.
Is it a familiar seal?
Not to you. It's a black wax seal with an SR sigil.
Does this look familiar to you guys?
I can give it a shot.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, especially the Kern folks.
Yeah, let's go ahead. What do you want for the current folk to roll, Jonesy?
The current folk don't need to roll. They recognize that sigil immediately as the sigil for one of the Shouted Seven. She is so in Kern, ever since Jurek's death, the Lich King, his 7 lieutenants have seized the throne and have kind of divvied up the domain into fiefdoms. And each one of them has a different title or job. There's the Commissioner of Justice. Who's the word Justice? Looks like the Commander of the Knights of Skulls, and various folk. But the biggest, the one we recognize here is his Vata'an servant, who served as the Speaker of Shadow.
Samira Raz.
Which you immediately recognize. She is probably, this all smells of her handiwork as soon as you put that name with everything going on, the shadow cults you've been dealing with, and the last letters are talking about, if you can find her, then we can find the Dark Lord himself and bring him back as well. She seems to be, for lack of better terms, hell bent on finding the fragments of Jurek's soul and resurrecting the Lich King.
Oh,
That's bad, okay?
That's very bad.
well,
Especially because if she was known for, I mean, she was a priestess to the Exarchs. With as terrible as things were under Jarek, if he felt more obligated to the Exarchs, it can only be a bad thing for all of Aldous.
Well, I say we find whoever's down here looking, and we ice him, put him down.
So while you're doing that, and you two are really looking at the notes, what is the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna help collect this paperwork so when we come back we can kind of have all the proof and the evidence we need for everybody to help us out if they need to, if we come back. But besides that, I don't see anything else in the room to interact with.
And Kale?
I still have detect magic going, so do I see anything magical in this room?
Some of the books seem to be giving off low levels of arcane energies. And there seems to be some sort of arcane energies emanating from the stairwell.
Oh,
And
fun.
it seems to be coming closer.
Everyone, there appears to be potentially magic approaching.
As soon as Kale says that, I'm gonna move close to the door and I'm gonna motion for Vom to get ready by the door as well.
I will
Awesome.
take this opportunity to move away from the door. I can't move my token.
How about now?
No. We can just say that I'm away from the door. I'm over by the round table.
Okay. There you go.
Are you getting pizza at the round table?
Yes. For sure. Yes, I would like to keep a table in between me and whatever is coming.
Flip the table for cover.
Yeah.
So, awesome. And with that, a spectral being comes floating up through the stairwell. It kind of floats out towards you. Yeah, he's right there. And it seems that Vam and Ula are preparing to attack. Would the rest of you also like to roll initiative, just in case?
Can we not, and then just the combat doesn't happen?
You can, but then my villain needs to attack you in his initiative.
Oh, well, then I'll roll initiative.
We're just doing turn orders. Don't worry about it. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
Nothing bad's gonna happen. Look at this thing.
I mean, it looks cuddly.
I have to admit, I really do like having the monster manual at my fingertips in roll 20. It's really nice.
Yeah.
So, awesome. Let's see who's on first.
It's definitely not Ula.
It looks like Vom is on first. So Vom is wound up for the pitch as the spectral creature comes flying up the steps towards the envoys.
Does a spectral creature look like it's interacting with the environment, or does it just look like it's moving through the steps and not worrying about walking?
It does not seem to care about the steps at all. It seems to be more like paying lip service to the stairs and steps. Like maybe part of its memory is thinking I should follow the staircase because, well, I used to follow staircases.
And the doorway is only the doorway is only 5 feet wide, right?
Yes.
Okay, Bomb is going to move in front of it, and he's going to take the dodge action. So he's blocking the doorway, and you have disadvantage to hit him.
Awesome. And it's now the Spectre's go. And it reaches out for Vom, and Vom is weaving and pivoting, and it misses him.
Nice.
So, Kale.
I would like to stay exactly where I am and cast Radiant Bolt at it.
Awesome. Kale, will you please also make me a will save?
Is that Wisdom?
Wisdom, yes. Sorry. Wisdom
Yeah,
save.
sure. I am going to use my inspiration on that 8 that I just rolled there.
Aww.
What have I done?
You've avoided madness.
Got a 24 instead.
Awesome. Congrats.
I survive whatever that was. But I rolled a natural 1 on my roll, so.
Those are some money rolls, let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm not put on a ring and all of a sudden I'm rolling real low, friends. That's my turn.
Teaser, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll take my free action to cry. And I'll really regret the fact that we didn't rest after that last fight. I guess.
Hasn't phased through the wall yet. You're okay.
Yeah. And I guess I will go ahead and blast it with my pumpkin spice Eldritch Blast.
Do it.
That is a 17 to hit. That might hit.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. And it keeps forgetting to include my charisma modifier. So that is actually 6 points of force damage. Or, no, sorry. Yeah, 4 plus, that is 7 points of force damage. Keeps resetting this every time. It doesn't, like, keep the fact that my charisma adds to my blast.
A little bit. Figure out what's going on. Awesome. So yeah, you as you unleash your bolt of arcane energy that's been granted to you by your patron, the Autumn King, Drake. You notice a distinct smell of rot and decay, along with the sense of autumn that normally manifests when Tisra lets loose her Eldritch Blast. It normally doesn't smell that rotten.
That might have just been us when the Spectre came into the room.
Could be. Drake, what would you like to?
Well, I have no frame of reference for what a smelly Eldritch Blast means, so I'm going to go ahead and jump up on this desk. And I'm going to hope against hope that this thing can be hurt by physical attacks, because that's all I got. I'm going to throw a knife at him. $22 to hit. For 5 points, 14 points of slashing damage. It might be piercing damage. It's piercing damage when I throw him. Sorry, piercing damage. And I will use my bonus action to hide. Just duck around that corner. for a 24 stealth check. I will become one with the desk.
Awesome. Ula, what would you like to do?
So I'm holding this little wand thing,
Mhm.
realizing I didn't take magic as an elective, and I just kind of picked up these spells as a hobby. So I don't have a spellcasting modifier. So it's just a raw d20 plus my proficiency.
Really? Your spells don't have a... I would think it'd be wisdom, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just checked. So if I have spellcasting abilities that don't require a spellcasting modifier, I don't have one. So it's 0, but my proficiency would apply.
Wild.
Oh. Oh.
So interesting things I'm learning. There's a 12 hit spooky man with the wand attack.
It does.
Ooh, look at that. And we're scrolling,
2d6. Zap him.
and we'll just give you 2d6. So that's 5 damage.
Awesome. So,
And
so yeah, as you focus on it, the energy seems to crackle and glow in the crystal, and a bolt of pale white light shoots forth, striking and burning a hole through the specter. And it kind of hisses and yells.
and I will take my move action to move away from everybody else.
And Vom,
No, you fool, you didn't disengage.
I wasn't in range to get hit.
Weren't you?
Vom is standing in front of the doorway, so
Oh.
I'm on the other side of the doorway.
I didn't know
can't
that was the
attack.
doorway, so I also probably couldn't actually throw a knife at him from that position.
Actually, I don't know if Mr. Spooky Man can attack through walls. I guess Jonesy's gonna tell us.
I'll just
actually, he can.
relocate
can't.
to where I could actually have attacked him.
Okay, Jonesy, did I eat the damage?
Let me see.
I can't believe I asked if this ghost could walk through walls, or, well, I don't know if it's a ghost. If it could walk through walls, and I'm like, yeah, it can't hit me through the wall, it's a ghost.
You fool!
That's silly. That doesn't track at all.
Yeah, and the specter can walk through walls. What is your current
16.
AC? Cool. You take 11 points of damage.
Ooh, and I am not raging, so that actually was 11 points of damage.
So I need you to make me a Constitution save, please.
I got a total of 10.
Congratulations! You succeeded on your Constitution test.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I only had a +4 to that save, so we're getting there.
Oh, awesome. Kale, make me a will save.
I don't want to. Okay. 24.
Damn.
Damn, man.
Eat that evil ring.
Kills the wise one.
He is the wise one.
We're in trouble.
I only think it's a piece of jewelry and it can't hurt me.
So, with that, the specter is just kind of flailing out. And he caught Ula when she was trying to disengage and move, but it does try to attack Vom again. 14 won't hit Vom, I don't think.
Nope. 17 with the cloak now.
That's what I thought. So, awesome.
Man, I remember history. We're doing a Sparta.
And with that, The specter will fly into the room. Still within melee range of Vom, so not triggering its attack from Vom.
Yo.
Yeah, I got really excited and I saw where it was.
I'm not a fan.
Don't let that thing touch you.
It seems to be flying in your direction, Teaser, but not at you. It seems to be focusing on someone else. Kale, what would you like to do?
Leave me alone. I will shoot a guiding bolt at it.
Mm.
A different kind of radiant damage. Let's see what happens here.
DPS guided bolt.
Do I recognize this ghost at all? Like, does it have any kind of form?
You recognize it as a spectral entity, but yeah, it doesn't look like a specific person or.
Does an 18 hit?
Holy cow.
It does.
That is 22 points of radiant damage. And whatever. It's 4d6. And I rolled a 5, 6, 6, and 5.
No. I was gonna say.
Oh.
And how do you take out the specter?
I think I imitate one of Drake's finger crossbows. And I just go, pew! And a little bolt shoots right from the tip of my fingertip straight into the forehead of this apparition.
Awesome. And as you let loose that and strikes it, and it dissolves in as the radiant light just burns away the shadowy form of the specter. The two braziers that are hanging from the ceiling, which have glowing Shaw's crystals, which provide the light in the room, Kale, begin to go out. Like the life is being drained from them.
From the Shaw's crystals?
Yes, like the whole room is going dark. The light's
Oh.
fading from that. The light is fading from your spell.
I am going to quickly cast light on I have a necklace with a little locket. I'm going to cast light on that. And I'm going to say, everybody out of the room.
As you cast the little spell on the locket, it sparks and flickers for a second, and then goes out. Make me a will save.
Oh no. What have I done?
Return
18.
the slab.
And then you kind of no, and like adrenaline shoots through your body, and you blink, and for a second, and everything's back to where it was. The Shaw's crystals are lit. Everything's fine. Your allies seem to be looking towards you, like you just dispatched of the specter.
I'm giving Kale finger crossbows. Good job, kid.
Did you see what I did with one of those? Be careful where you point them. I will.
The worst part about finger crossbows is you gotta load them first.
I will. All right. Did we get everything that we need? I think it's best that we leave here now.
Yeah, that was good teamwork. Are we good to go? Anybody got any questions about the room? Anything?
I think we got all the evidence we need. There's still more up above this, right, Jonesy?
Yes. There's
Kale, can you top me off a little bit?
Sure. I will throw him one of the 3 healing potions. Or her, depending on which person you were in that moment.
I am Ula in this moment.
Okay. I will toss Ula a healing potion.
Nice. I'll take that. Now I get to have my healing potions. Okay, I got 8 health back. That's yummy. No, I got 6 health back. There we go. Thanks, buddy.
That's probably more than my spell could do right now. I'm running low.
Well, up we go.
Yeah, I don't think we should try to secure this room as a resting place.
Oh no. Let's keep moving.
With the spoopy ghosts coming, yeah, we're out of here.
Did you all see the lights flicker and?
No, I didn't see any lights flickering.
No,
Okay.
they're crystals. They don't go out. I don't think.
I did have a little
Is
trouble.
the necklace? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I did have a little trouble seeing after that guiding bolt lit up everything though. So
Is my necklace still bright at this point, or did it flicker out?
No, actually, you still have that spell slot.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Hi ho, hi ho. Up the stairs we go.
I'm gonna go get my dagger back.
There is nothing where the ghost was.
No.
Okay.
It did not. I did not leak drop.
Oh look, he's got 35 gold coins and a piece of ash. Weird.
Who's leading the way up the stairs?
I will lead the way up the
Charge.
stairs.
Cool. Can you make your perception check, please?
I would be delighted to. A 3.
Awesome.
I have found the stairs. Maybe.
And they go up. As you're going, you're making your way up around the spiral staircase, and you keep going up. You hear what sounds like some chittering sounds. But it seems to also be rhythmic in nature.
Is it more imps?
It doesn't sound like a litter of raccoons, does it?
It does not sound.
Oh, okay.
Are you a deadbeat dad, Drake? Is that why you're in school?
No. May have had to eat a couple of my litter mates, but that was before I woke up. I don't remember that.
Whoa. That's metal, man.
I will keep leading the group up. Does anybody else hear chittering? I'm gonna turn around to the group.
No.
Oh,
As he says that, you get a little bit closer. The rest of you start hearing that same kind of rhythmic kind of chittering sound.
I'll keep leading the way.
And at that point, clutches his weapon to the point where his fingers and knuckles go white.
Oh. Why does Vom not like that sound, Chins?
And Vom has heard those sounds before. They are shadow spawn.
Oh.
Those are bad noises.
As you make your way up to the top landing, I would like to have Drake make me a stealth check.
Oh no.
oh no.
Oh yes. You know how the dice have loved the stealth rolls tonight.
Right, 16.
I don't know, Rick.
Oh no, Rick, I think this is a bad idea.
I think it's a great idea. I love this plan. I have faith in this plan.
Well, when the GM has faith in the plan, it can't be a bad plan, right? Fellow GMs at the table.
Let's go. Drake. Drake on the map. As I move you to the next level of the tower.
No, you Drake, you missed the stealth check by 1. I'm so sorry.
What did you roll, Drake? You rolled a 16? Ah, 17 is a DC.
Oh. I have...
As you come up, you peek your head up, Drake, over the ledge of the landing. The staircase does end on this plateau. It doesn't go continue up. And as you peek up, you see what seems to be a mystical sigil carved in the floor that's glowing. There are 3 sections, pools around the 3 points in the circle. There seems to be some sort of small ice-like demonic creatures trapped there. Inside the center of the sigil, you see what appears to be a young lad and a wolf. Rather large demon.
Did you say a demon?
Seems to be standing outside of the sigil.
I think you mean a dark fiend.
Dark fiend.
No, it's Matt Damon.
Oh,
Yes, dark fiend. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
TM. IP, TM.
Although I thought you said DN at first, like when we took the letter M away from the players. That may have been a different game. I don't remember, but I will. Does it seem like the big dark fiend has noticed me?
Not yet. And it seems to be that the young lad and the wolf seem to be rather either sick or hurt or injured or something. They seem to be very weak and seem to be basically like they're trying to stay, on the defensive, but they're also very much, off kilter and trying to stay up.
Are they attacking the ice things around them? The little ice methods? Over
They
there?
seem to be trying to keep them at bay.
Okay. So they're not trapped inside that sigil. They're like just in the middle of it.
Yes.
Okay, I will quietly and respectfully put my head back down in the hole and psychically tell the rest of the group that there is a big old dark fiend up there and he seems to be harassing a wolf and a boy. And he's got a couple of little ice demons with dark fiends with him.
Okay. I'm gonna chug a healing potion.
And with that, Drake, you feel a slight tap on your mental shields.
I don't like that.
Hello?
Don't answer that.
It's probably the wolf.
I-
It's probably not the
yeah.
dark fiend.
No, it's a Nigerian fiend asking you for a loan.
New psychic connection. Who did? And with that, you hear the Queen Jalen send you.
Technically, she sends me everywhere. I'm an envoy. But she didn't explicitly send me here looking for you. But we are here to help.
And that's where we'll pause for the night's episode.
Before we get
And,
massacred by this big old dark fiend.
Yeah, well, hey, you haven't encountered a true dark fiend since ever. So,
Ever.
Awesome. So with that, yes, next week we will pick up with the tower and the fate of this young rye wolf and companion, and what this dark fiend is doing. So thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I hope you had a good time. I had a good time. So I hope my envoys had a good time as well. We did we were one envoy short tonight, so that's why was playing, watching afterwards. That's why Brian was running both his character and another character. With that, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in this evening. I'd like to remind everyone that we have a really cool website. We have some cool blogs on that website with like NPC write-ups, a bit about Origins, and a couple of the GMs our team members are going to be GMing live games later this month. We also have a brand new episode of Nether War next Monday night, as the heroes have to deal with the idiot box. We're currently running through a mini event, the idiot box, based on the adventure from Renoning Publishing for Mutants Masterminds, and then we're going to jump back into Nether War. With that, I'd like to turn it over to the team to see if anyone has anything else they'd like to add before we close out for the night.
We are going to go ahead and raid G Game Nights. Looks like they're playing Savage Worlds tonight, so we'll go give them some attention.
Woo-hoo.
But yeah, everybody make good choices. We will see you here next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, team.